Hi, friends. This is Bipla Mandal here. Actually, today we are going to have a knowledge on risk management. Risk management is a very important and interesting subject. Also, this is both beneficiary for our personal life and professional life. Friends, this is the video for mainly engineering students, post graduation, then Mtech students, and MBA also. So this is let us very important thing. So this is the agenda covering in this presentation. First of all, we need to know what is the risk and what to do with the risk. Then what is the risk management? Then SWOT analysis. Then risk identification process. It is step of risk management system. Then the risk assessment and the risk mitigation plan and conclusion. So these are the major topics of today's discussion. See friends, before starting this subject matter video, let us know what is the risk. Risk is very simple thing. Even we are having risk in each and every stage of our life. For example, tomorrow you are going to have a meet with your friend on his home, and in the evening you are going by a bike. Okay, so this is an example only. So if you are going through a bike, then the risk involvement into that thing will be more than if you are going to your friend's home by the help of a car. Okay, and if it is a rainy day, then the risk involvement will be more if it is not a rainy day. And if see there are so many risks involved into each and every stage. You can go to your friend's house, or you cannot go to your friend's house also. If you are not going to your friend's house, means you are avoiding the risk involvement into that journey. So risk is there for each and every stage. If you are not taking the risk, maybe you will be miss the opportunity for your friend's birthday or any celebration or any meetings, get together, etc. So that opportunity you will miss. So risk, if you are not taking this thing positively, then you are actually missing that opportunity to have some success. And in kind of this thing in business also, that is same applied for in your personal life also. So what is the risk? Risk is the potential for loss or injury. Not only loss or injury for every time, but 89% people are having this kind of wrong interpretation in their mind. Means risk means negative. No, always it is not negative. Okay, so friends, what is risk? If we will tell that whether that risk involvement, that maybe if you are wearing that helmet during your journey, then the risk will be reduced. So that is a risk mitigation tool. Okay, so the risk involvement is there in every stage, in every step also. But if we are having that much of plan for the risk adherence, then it will come down, it will be reduced. But no way the reduce cannot be zero. Nobody can ensure that risk will be zero, and nobody even can ensure that whether that risk involvement is there or not, whether that accident will happen or not. So this is nothing but the uncertainty. So in our life also there is so many uncertainty in an every day-to-day life. So that is called risk. Risk is nothing but the uncertainty, and this uncertainty is the set of all possible outcomes, both are favorable and unfavorable. As I was telling that always risk is not negative, risk may be positive also. The moment we are using the risk involvement, the risk management, so it will depends upon the how we are actually dealing with the risk. Okay, so this is let me actually use that printer pointer. Okay, so see, the risk is there. Risk is more assembled with the data about the likelihood and impact of events. Uncertainty can prevent opportunities from being realized. Okay, so I have mentioned briefly here what is the risk. Risk is defined as uncertainty which cannot be predicted. It can be predicted, cannot be predicted also. So uncertainty exists in our day-to-day life. Already I have been told. So we may have control over the any subject, maybe some percentage, but not 100%. So the balance percentage means that the probability of the balance percentage which includes in that area will be the risk involvement, which is beyond our control, and or maybe our control also. So cannot able to be predicted exactly. However, there is a likely to chances for occurrences of uncertainty in every activity. In construction industry, especially, why I am telling and I am referring this construction industry, because the project is unique in nature, in different, I have been mentioned, and every project is unique in nature and different in nature as per the PMBOK. PMBOK is Project Management Book of Knowledge from Project Management in PMI Institute of USA. Okay, so we can see that even the similar type of project is not similar, is actually because of the time changes, that atmospheric situation changes, that location changes, and that manpower needs and expectation, their our market needs and expectation changes due to time to time. So the risk involvement into the project is not same for other project. The different project having that different type of risk, so those are to be dealt with that other kind of risk tool maybe. But for this manufacturing industry, as it is repetitive type of nature job actually manufacturing, so their risk involvement is lesser than the construction industry is comparatively. In infrastructure type of project, risk involvement is a very good percentage, as there are so many players role take place which are not similar. As I have been already told that the stakeholders are different, the vendors, the stakeholder, the competitor, every subcontractor, sub agency, supplier, every each and single point of view say, which contribute services in the project as per the project guidelines and agreement as duly agreed and accepted by the both the parties in between and among those contract or agreement done for the execution of the project. So what to do with the risk? Friends, as I told you before starting this session, actually we can avoid the risk if we do not go to the friend's house in that evening, rainy day evening, or with the bike. So that is no problem. We will avoid the risk and we will definitely miss that opportunity. So first point is avoid the risk, or if we will go to the friend's house, my friend's house, that means we are accepting and face the risk. So first we will accept the risk, our mentality will be set up accordingly, and then face the risk. So how to deal with the risk? First of all, our motto should be the transferring the risk. Okay, so as much as possible we will transfer the risk. That is how I also actually interested in this matter, because putting the risk purchase clause, risk and cost clause in the contract, we can see the risk and purchase, risk and cost clause, and that insurance. For example, bike insurance we will do for our bikers who are using that bike, and even life insurance also we are using. And then another one thing that is very important in the contract, construction contract, that is called car policy, contractor all risk policy. So in maximum cases, the customer, the promoter, they actually use this kind of clauses in the contract, so that the risk involvement into that job, into that project will be transferred to the sub agency subcontractor. Okay, so the next is alternative way of solution. As I told you earlier already, if I am not going to my friend's house with the help of bike, instead of bike I am using the car, the risk involvement into the car will be lesser than if we are using the bike, because the definitely everybody knows that the using of four-wheeler is having the chances of slippery will be lesser than the two-wheeler. Okay, and not only that, for car also there are so many safety features are already available. So alternative way of solution. Another one thing, you do not go on tomorrow, maybe on rainy day. We will delay for one day. We will postpone our program and we will go on the next day morning when that rain will not be there. Then clear visibility will be there in the daytime. That time also we can go. So that is the example for alternative way of solution. So it is very good example during Omicron period, COVID phase 2. Actually, there was a scarcity of supplying of industrial oxygen. There was scarcity of oxygen, industrial oxygen. Why? Because the patient were badly needed this oxygen. So government decided not to supply too much industrial oxygen in the field. First, they were giving the priority for supplying of oxygen in the hospital and nursing home, etc. So gas cutting was badly affected in construction industry. In construction industry, marking and cutting, gas cutting is the prime, what should I say, the first point of construction field. Then only it can be fit up, then welding, then fabrication, and each and every construction industry, each and every project is having this major activity. This gas cutting plays very big role in project, in every project, construction type of project, structural building project, piping project, etc. Okay, so if there is a scarcity of oxygen, then it is not needless to mention that gas cutting, due to that gas cutting, that project will also be hampered, and that schedule will be affected. So some of the companies like L&T Larsen and Toubro Limited and other company, they found the alternative way, like the cutting technology is by plasma cutting, laser cutting, or cutting wheel actually. So these are the alternative solution to reduce the risk, because we cannot mitigate the risk at the 0%, but we can reduce it up for our better understanding. And the third part is reduce the risk. How to reduce the risk? The fabrication, for example, if we are doing that fabrication under the shade, actually, instead of under the open sky during the rainy season, or we are using some kind of tarpaulin or any coverage, then what will happen? Then that fabrication will not be affected. So this is one kind of example for reduce the risk. And another one very good method is reducing the risk is retention payment. Suppose we are actually going to upload some job contract, we are awarding some contract to the subcontractor or sub agencies. Okay, so based on their performance, first they will have to give that performance bank guarantee. That is called contractual performance bank guarantee before starting the project. And then even if they have completed the project for that 1 year, maybe for maintenance purpose, or that running plant 1 year, that will be that is called performance bank guarantee. They will have to give that performance bank guarantee. Okay, another one thing, actually, which is very important thing, that is called retention payment. Every month or every 3 month, quarterly, we will actually at the rate of some percentage, maybe 5% or 10% will be cut from their every month RA bill, that is called running account bill. So this different type of bank guarantee, that is BG bank, rolling BG, that is applicable for steel, where that as per the contract payment is made against the material purchase, and on submission of actual documentary evidences, their rolling BG is applicable. Okay, so this kind of applying this kind of risk tool, we can reduce the risk. And the fourth point is reserve fund. What is the reserve fund? It is actually kept for all project. It is under the approval of site in charge, construction manager, who is sitting at site. Mainly, maybe it maybe 5 lakhs or 20 lakh, based on the project value. It is there up to construction manager level, who can use this kind of fund for risk mitigation. Suppose for any accident, any kind of accident, or any mishappening occur during that plant, or outside, even outside the boundary also, for boundary management, everything, etc. And the last point, and the not last but least is not there, that is contingency. What is contingency? It is a serious emergency purpose used. It is actually kept by the BD, business development department, tendering and costing department, before even quoting any tender in that project. Okay, and that will be the authority of project manager or senior top level management who can use this kind of contingency in case where the project is in deep serious concern. So these are the things we can do with the risk. Either first of all we can avoid the risk, and then second is, if we will accept the risk, then we have to accept the risk, and we can face the risk in such kind of 5 phases. So friends, with this we are concluding here, and from next session, in next video, we will start from project risk management process. Okay, so stay on. Thank you.